Well, welcome back to GMODISM. This is a completely insane map. This is one of the most fun maps I've ever seen, just because of the concept of it. It's also one of the absolutely most boring maps I ever seen. This is Infinite Space, and it's a little bit like Infinite Space. You can go forever in any direction and you'll never get anywhere. And you know what? There is nothing in this map, it's completely empty. If we see our fizz gun, it's like the only thing we can spawn to kind of even know what's going on. If I press V, we are now hovering. And if we press V again, we are now falling, I'd suppose. Come on. It's hard to know, but you can fall forever in this map. In any case, we can try and spawn something, so you kind of see that we can basically, well, we could like sit on this thing. Isn't that nice? We can sit in the sofa in Infinite Space. And now I don't know where it disappeared. Alright, it's a little bit scary, but whatever. If you, for example, if we just go and get an airboat, we can barely see it in the distance. Can we like, no. It's hard to spawn things because they're disappearing. And you see, it's too far away too. Do you see that? It's like blinking a little bit. God, the background looks bad when we spawn out like this. Oh, look. Beautiful. We are now in an airboat that's falling forever through space. Isn't that quite nice? Yeah, so it's a fun thing. There is infinite space. Wow. One thing that you should probably do is make things like weightless, because if you don't, well, they're just gonna fall forever. I have no idea what anyone would use this map for. I guess we could have space roleplay. It's not like you're going to get into something. Fortunately, there is a map version that has some beautiful planets too. I don't know if they're beautiful, and I don't know if they're procedurally generated or if they just repeat on each tile. I guess they should repeat on each tile. Not completely sure. I guess we should check that out, so I'll be back with you in when I got and spawned a new map, so see you soon. And this version, it's like... Alright, there we go. It just lags a little bit when we spawn. It's like version 2 of the map, so they're kind of similar like this. That it's version 2 and version 1. Now the really strange thing about this, oh god. Weird things are happening to your body when you're dying. Look, I think we see a planet actually. Oh, looks like we're falling. Interesting. Alright, I think I stopped myself falling there. If we press V... It's like we're having some serious issues here. Now, I really thought that these planets were... that you could visit them. Like, wow. It's so hard. This map is so weird. I guess this is some proper space exploration. And man, we already lost whatever planet we had. That's incredible. And the really weird thing is that we need to spawn like some stuff, come on, to be able to even know. Oh, look, we are falling. Do you see the speed of that? Alright. Here we are. Anyways. We have locked in here, so I guess we should really... Like, there is a planet here. Whoops. But this map is interesting in one way, but it's also like... What can we use it for? Because it's so hard to be here and to like navigate here. Yes, we're falling apparently. Because it's like... Who knows? Whoa, is that a planet? It's like, it's so far between them too. So I really hope that the planets are areas you can visit. But if they're not, well, then it's just useless decoration. That's... We're getting closer there. Man, it's like realistic speeds too. You know what? I think we need to build something real quickly to even maneuver this area. Right. So what we're gonna do is we probably need to make some type of rocket thing. And we can of course have as fast as we want them. Alright, I think I know what I'm doing here, but I haven't made one of these in a long time. So let's see here. We need one there. What we basically had to do is we go into C menu and we just click like uncheck gravity. Let's see if nothing is gravity. So we can make this little space pod thing. And we have some basic controls. It's not easy to build for something like this. At least there is no nothing called, what is it? There is nothing that's drag-ish. Not much at least. There is actually some drag in Garrysmod. We can turn it off, but yeah. So we'll just weld this one. I will just low weight. This probably can have a more reasonable weight like that. Okay. Oh. That's weird. It has auto-balancing because this thruster actually has... Oh, we can turn off the gravity for the thruster. That's not very good. Well, in any case. Oh, and we're we're unstable. Holy moly. Okay. And how fast? Well, like, it would be useful. I think it would be useful if gravity was turned off in general here. I think we might need to do it in console. If I remember correctly, we can actually do it in console. Alright. SV Sheets 1 it should be. Now we have the physics time scale, but that's for players. Alright. So gravity 0. Alright then. Look at that! That's exactly what we're looking for. So, basically what you need to do is you need to go into here and set SV Sheets to 1 and then you have SV Gravity to 0. Alright. Then I wonder, I think... Well, we'll check that later. Whatever gravity is normally. I think it's 600 maybe. Maybe it's 1 just. In any case. Look at that. Whoa. Interesting. It seems that it's very hard to control this thing. Well, any case, I thought we could do some really simple stuff, just to not... But it turns out that space travel is never simple. So we're trying to make a more proper space shuttle thing here. I added a speedometer because otherwise it's hard to tell how fast we're even going. And I'm also thinking we should probably add... So I didn't mean to make an integrated space tutorial here, but it seems that that's what we're doing now. So hope you enjoy it. So the most important thing is of course turning off gravity and stuff. Otherwise, you will not get the space experience. Now, if you're wondering what I'm adding now, well, I'm adding something that doesn't exist in space, and that is fins for control. So I'm basically building us like a missile here. We're gonna weld this to this and this to this. We're gonna check the weight of these things, it's good. We're gonna go with fin tool. So, no lift. Relative to prop. Efficiency of fin can be pretty low because it's gonna be real fast. Thermal, okay, good. Flat surface dynamics. Position and angle, oh, okay, relative to plarities, right. Okay, one there, one there. Okay, we may have a space shuttle thing. And since we don't have anything that's called. Oh, we're actually deaccelerating. So we're moving at. We're getting a little bit unstable here at over 200 kilometers per hour. You can see we're almost stable with. Wow. Okay, that's pretty cool. Now we're having a slight roll issue. The goal is of course that we want to go to a planet of some kind. Actually, I think we'll need to add some anti-roll thing here. So we're just gonna let this thing slow down a little bit. Found the answer. I've increased the strength of the fins, which gives us an acceptable roll maneuver. Alright, now we'll just need to find a planet to even go to. Oh, I see one. Okay, this is pretty exciting. You can see it in the distance here. I guess we're just gonna edit it away, but I'm gonna go towards this planet, yeah? And I'll see you soon. This is actually pretty interesting. I just realized we only need one maneuver to actually go towards where we want. So basically, since we have this very slight spin, we can go 351 kilometers, and now I can turn to the right, and then it's correcting course. And thanks to we have this slight constant rotation, we actually only need one input. I can click the thrusters to turn it to the left only, or the right I mean. So here I can adjust, and then it turns around, and we're just continue to spin. So whenever we are in the position that we can adjust, we can press that button, which is pretty interesting. So again, now we can press just turn right. It's really funny. We can only use one input, and thanks to this we can control this and make it go where we want, since we have so much time to prepare. Pretty cool. Ladies and gentlemen, we're closing in on the planet here. Look at that. I wonder if it's gonna be a solid planet or if it's gonna be a planet that has a sphere so we can enter it or not. Most of planets in Garrysmod are kind of enterable. So usually the space map has that you have an enterable atmosphere. And of course, only half of the planet is actually like enterable, so it will be really interesting. Oh my god. Oh my god, it is. It is. Look at that. Ain't that very funny? So it's like a moon planet almost. Okay. We of course don't have any gravity here either. So I guess we're just gonna lock this thing and fly around. So I'm just gonna check if... Okay, we can only enter from the top half, and we were lucky. And that's pretty cool. This is like a proper planet. And since this is infinite map 2, that's actually quite amazing. That's actually quite amazing. So, I don't know how many planet types there are. It says on the map that they will update the amount of planets that are available. So this planet, I don't know if that's a little bit, if that's the same planet we are on now, or if this is another type. I think that may be another type. Let's see if we can see some different colors. Here we have a bluish planet. That's like a more blue one. So we'll need to zoom in real hard to even see the colors on the planet. Ooh, and this is like a red planet thing. There are definitely some different types. Oh, and here we have a this is a beautiful looking planet right there. That's pretty cool. So I'm trying to remember this direction, and I'm thinking we're going to go towards it. However, I will upgrade the speed on this thing. See if we can make that work. All right. See if we can find it again. There it is. Right there. All right. Now we can go into almost 400. Well, I guess I'll see you in a year. I learned to see the small polygon shapes in the distance. Right now I see 5 planets. Do you see them? It's not easy. I think we're going towards this orange one. There is another orange one. If I use my head as an aim, there is one. There is a whiter planet there, and we're going towards this one here. Welp. It's actually completely crazy we can do this in Garrysmod. This is beautiful in a weird way. Look at that. We officially have proper space exploration in this game. I never thought we would see that, just because of the sizes we were limited to in maps. Now we have it. Infinite space and planets. And the distance between these planets is it kind of feels realistic. Or it's of course by real standards, they're close to each other, but it feels like they are realistic closeness, doesn't it? Takes ages to go. For when you want to build your spaceships, here's a little quick tip. The more weight your thruster has, the more powerful it is. So you can make faster rockets by having more powerful thrusters by just making your thrusters faster. Alright, I guess that the top lit part is probably the entry point. Not sure about that. Oh lords, something happened. Alright, we're entering. Ooh, here we are. We enter the atmosphere. Amazing. Beautiful. Look at that. And this is a pretty cool little effect here. Now, on this planet's surface, when we're inside of here, we only see this, our atmosphere. Which means we can much more easily see the planets. So we can zoom in here to the planets very easily when we're in the atmosphere. It's a Jupiter-looking planet. That's so cool. And this is the planet which we were originally going to, which we're going to take a visit at. There's another rock planet. I don't know how much variance there is between the planets. I wonder what's on the blue planet. Maybe it's probably a water planet. But most planets are of course just dead rocks like this. Well, could be some really good map for space exploration. Well, now that we checked that out, we can check below here a little bit. We can see we have... I'm just trying to figure out, this is the closest planet. Just wanted to make sure it really is. Alright. We're getting in here. And of course, I guess you could add some type of command thing. Goodbye, planet. If you want to, you could probably add some commands that you could switch between gravity and no gravity in an easy way too, if you're traveling with a company. I don't know if this infinite maps, I don't know how well they work in space in multiplayer, but I hope there are some space survival maps out there now, or servers out there, because that would be really amazing. It just opens up for a lot of potential having this here. But I really hope that you take this little opportunity and try and see how well you'll survive in space. How you would do it. Can you make a rocket? Can you go between the planets? And, well, I think it's probably a good time. Alright. Oh my god. What did I do there? We got into some turbulence. I don't know if we hit some barrier or something. And if you're wondering, oh no. We're listening to some beautiful music by Windows 96. Oh. The faster you go, the wobblier you'll be. If that wasn't apparent. And I think it's some collisions between the thrusters and stuff like that too. It causes all sorts of issues. Oh, come on. Enter atmosphere. Wherever that is. The bottom part we can't enter. Let's just hope. Ooh, we were unlucky. Wow, that's a beautiful atmosphere. This wasn't completely covering, so we can see the cover behind it. I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think the planets are a little bit different. I'm not sure there are any structures on any planets and stuff like that. As said, they were supposed to add some new planets, but they haven't done so far. But I don't know what was in the plans to add and stuff like that. But it's really cool we can do this in Garrysmod. And this is the first time we officially have real space exploration. So well, I hope you did enjoy this little show of Infinite Space, and the planet version, the version 2, is the only one worth spending any time on. Build a space rocket and see if it works. Other than that, I'll see you in the next map review. Bye bye.